reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the #2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Texas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
First down and 10. Press coverage now from these DBs. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Grant behind the line. It's Pauling. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Tight end makes the grab. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. In the red area, it's low. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. Snags a quick throw. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Notre Dame lining up now for a first and goal. On the run, it's low. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone. Battle to reach the national championship game. Big moment early here. Third down and goal. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Irish, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks, but there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Quick throw to the left side. Caught with room to run. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice game.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback appears to be be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Texas, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. To throw, it's Carr. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Direct snap. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Back to pass. It's Carr. Quick throw over the middle. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today. I don't know if he's done yet.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Breaks into open space. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch made in space. Look out.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, the pass is picked off. We'll bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here's the second down play. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Pauling. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. And he's going to get swarmed. The defense all over that wildcat look. Didn't work at all.
Nice throw here by the quarterback. Goes with the touch pass. But, man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Now
it's second down here. Dropping back, it's Carr. The sure hands, it's Fields. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This quarterback on fire today. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
BAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a wide receiver screen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. At the 20. That's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. Quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Manning. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. Looking for a receiver. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Hey, Chris, let's give credit to this defense. Forced into the red zone, backs against the goal line, but they're fighting and breaking up what they can.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's got it right near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Here comes 4th down. Now look at this. They line up in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. To the air, it's Carr. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he's ruled down right there. They lose yardage on that play.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can he make something happen? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air. It's Manning. Caught for the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. And the back gets the football. Big spin on the run. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. This time it's complete. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
To the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. At After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Using his legs, it's Love. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
We're going to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. On the option. He'll pitch it.
Well, they go with the pitch here on the option on 3rd down. Good call, but this defense is not fooled at all. Good job of recognizing this and being able to blow that up to now force a 4th down.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. He lets it rip. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it here. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on this scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Second down and goal. Receiver in motion now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
And it's a direct snap. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown. And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. Has the first down and more. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Irish. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Longhorns offense takes the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grinding away on the ground. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. Clean through the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This offense really clicking. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on fourth down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So incomplete pass on second down, sets up a third and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The Longhorns have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw again. The receiver makes the catch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. A deep shot to the left side. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. And he's wrapped up after a solid